right, we're live. Hey everyone, welcome to another Webflow workshop. I am your host, Nelson. Thank you for joining me for episode 125. Yes, it is July 24th, 2018, and on this one, it's going to be a little bit of an advanced workshop, okay? So if you're not used to using the Webflow animations and interactions tool, I strongly encourage you to go to university.webflow.com and read up on all of those basics, because we're going to be doing some 3D interactions that are just crazy insane, okay? And this is based off of one of our newest employees, JP. He joined our team as a brand designer, and I don't know if you've been following Webflow for a long time or have been in the Webflow community for a long time, but JP was the same person who created geospace.webflow.io. And actually, let me just pull this up real quick. Geospace.webflow. There we go. Let me show my screen. Yeah, so this was built in Interactions 1, the first version of Webflow Interactions. And when I saw this, I was like, who is this guy? I want to meet him. And it is just insane what he was able to do. Like 3 pages in one, it's nuts. And then you have an expander here. And so there's a lot you can do in Interactions 1. And now we're at Interactions 2, and he just took it to the next level. All right. And so this is what we're going to be doing right here. Okay. So we're not going to be doing the horizontal scroll because that's really easy. We already know how to do that. And if you don't know, I think there's a tutorial in the university. And if not, you can just go to the forums, forum.webflow.com, and just ask, how do you do that? But yeah, but that part right there. Oh. So when I got to this part of his portfolio site, my mind blew. All right. I was like, what is going on? How did you do that? Is it like one massive cube that's taking up the whole page? And I dove into it. I asked him, hey, can I have your read-only link? I want to see how you did this. And after seeing what he did, I was like, oh, that is clever. It's not a cube. It's just a bunch of flat divs that just go in... fall down in a 3D motion, but also push up at the same time on scroll. And it has this effect, and it's just so nice. It's so unique. Just amazing. Okay, so last night, I actually spent probably 2 hours trying to figure out, okay, let me start from scratch and let me just try it on my own without really using his read-only link. And next thing you know, I was like, oh, I can't figure it out. And so I went step by step through his read-only link, and I was like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna make it easier for everyone to learn. All right, so I'm pretty excited about this one. I don't know if you guys are, but yeah, I want to get into the build. But before we do, just a couple announcements. So if you're new here to this stream happens every 2 weeks instead of every week. Every 2 weeks, where we combine a build, a Webflow build, and then after that, we'll do some site reviews. You can show off or feature some of the work that you're doing inside of Webflow and share it with the community. And then at the end, I'll do some live Q&A, all right? So while I'm doing this build, please click on the Ask a Question button at the bottom on the Crowdcast page. Click Ask a Question and post your question there, or your webflow.io link of your project that you want me to review after the build. Okay, so let's get those lined up right now, and I'll answer them at the end. Okay, so let's get to building. Okay, so this is what I did right here, and if we do a live preview, it works exactly like JP made it. And we're done. Okay, see you next week. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Let's start from the beginning. So I'm just going to use this as reference, okay? And just in case I mess up, because it is a little bit confusing, but I'm going to make it as basic as possible because I want you guys to learn this, because it is so fun and very clever. All right, so and another little little thing. I always let you guys clone the project after we're done with the workshop. I let you clone it into your own Webflow account for free, so you can build on top of it, reverse engineer it, or use it for your next project. Okay? So here we go. I'll just call this page Workshop Demo. Okay, blank slate. Let's do this. So first thing we need is we need a scroll. Okay, so we need to make this page this page as long as possible because we want to scroll for a while. Okay, so I'm going to drag in a basic div block, and we're going to call this scroll page. Okay, you can name it whatever you want, and I'm going to give it a height of 200 VH. Okay, and VH being viewport height. Okay, so now as you can see here, there's a scroll. Okay, now I can scroll up and down, so that's going to be the thing that makes the page long. All right, so that part's done. Let's go ahead and drag in a div block, another one, and yeah, I want to make sure that it's on top, not inside of scroll page. And this is what I'm going to call wrapper. Okay. Oh, I already have the styles here. Let me do that. I'll just name all my classes WS for workshop. So workshop wrapper. Okay. So that way I'm not cheating and using the styles I've already created. All right. Here we go. So for this workshop wrapper, I'm going to set it to fixed. Okay, I don't want it to move. This is what's going to hold my elements that are going to do the 3D effects. Okay, so I don't want it to move. I'm going to set it to full. Okay, and let's go ahead and make this background gray, so I know that anything that's gray is like the background, and then you'll see that 3D effect. Just like let me pull up this real quick. Just like I did here. Come on, there we go. So as you can see right here on the edges, that's the wrapper part. Okay, all right, let's keep going. So you have the wrapper, and now we need to make things 3D. And how to do that is you set a child perspective. Okay, children perspective, set it to a number like 2000. Okay, and now 2000, it just enables the 3D-ness of the things. Okay, and now you gotta follow me on this one. The perspective origin, we're going to anchor it at the top. Okay, if we don't anchor at the top, then the 3D will look kind of wonky, and the reason why is because, let me show you right here. If I go like this, we want to make sure that the wrapper is anchored to the top, so things that start to come up do that 3D. How do I explain that? I'll just keep going so you can get a taste. Okay, so here we go. Perspective origin at the top. Okay, wait, let me double check real quick. So I did. Sorry. Backing up a little bit. Okay, so the perspective origin for children is at the bottom, but the transform of the actual element is at the top. Okay, so this anchors top. So parents start at the top, children start at the bottom. Okay, so that's, yeah, last night that's where I was like going crazy. I was like, I don't get it, but after I kept messing with it, it made sense. All right, let's keep going. So that one is done. Okay, let's drag in our first element that's going to do the 3D-ness. Okay, so we're going to call this, we're just going to call this 1. Okay, I'm going to set this to fixed as well. And Matthew says, think of perspective as the camera lens. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for the metaphor. Or, yeah, thank you. I'm going to set this to full because we want to have this fixed, okay? And we'll set the z-index to 1 because we're going to be layering stuff later, okay? And now, let's do our 3D-ness, type of stuff. So the transform, I want the transform origin to be the bottom, okay? I want the transform origin to be bottom because if you see here, if you look at the blue, it's anchored. I'm trying to point at my screen like you can see. It's anchored right here at the center bottom, okay? So that's why it's going flat. If I anchored it at the center, you won't really see that, okay? So we got to anchor it to the bottom right here, okay, on the transform. And let's go ahead and give it background color so we know what element we're on. We'll give it the Webflow blue. And yeah, let's start animating, okay? So we have that. Let's start seeing what happens when I animate. So right now, nothing happens because there's no interaction, but let's go ahead and add one. So I'm going to do not an element trigger, but a page trigger. So while the whole page is scrolling, this one right here, I'm going to play a scroll animation. I'm gonna make a new one called 3D scroll. Again, name it whatever you want. And with the element named 1 selected, I'm going to set a move. So on 0, I want this to be at 0% on the y-axis. And at 100, I want to set this to negative 100% on the y-axis. So it does this thing. It moves up. Okay, so it looks like I'm actually scrolling down, but it's just this element moving up on the y-axis. Okay, so if I do a live preview, it looks like I'm just scrolling. Okay, cool. Next one, I'm gonna press the plus sign and rotate. Now we do the 3D stuff, and it's really cool. So we're gonna start on the X at 0 degrees, and then on 100%, we're gonna set this to 70 degrees. Okay, and let's see this happen. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try it again. I was clicking the wrong thing. Right there. Boom. We're off to the races. Let's go. All right. Can you see how this works? Okay. Hopefully that made sense to you guys with the camera perspective anchored to the bottom. And does that thing. Okay. Looks like a garage door. Like. Okay. All right. Next, let's go to number 2. We're done with that. Let's go to number 2. We're done with animation mode. Let's click done. Let's drag in number 2. So we have a div block. Gonna name it number 2. Let's do the same thing. We're going to set it to full, or fixed, full, and this time z index is gonna be 2. I want this on top of the other guy. Okay. And let's set the color to green. Any green. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to set the transform origin. So this one, we're not anchoring it to the top. We're not anchoring it to the bottom. Okay, so see how this one's anchored, the blue one is anchored to the bottom? Okay, so the green one has to be the opposite because it's starting from the bottom and rotating up. So that one has to be anchored to the top right here. Okay, so I'm going to set this transform origin to the top center. Okay, and let's go ahead and add the animations. So I'm going to go back to interaction, 3D scroll, and with number 2 selected, I'm going to press the plus sign, move, and this one is going to start at 100%. Okay, and then when it gets to 100, I want it to go to 0%. So it starts at the bottom and moves its way up. And let me show you what I just did. Okay. Now we need to add the 3D-ness. So adding a rotate. And this rotate, I'm going to start from negative 70. Okay. So I'm going in the opposite direction. And then on the rotate, I'm going to go on 0. So I start at negative 70 on the X, and then I go to 0. Let's check it out. What? Okay. Pretty cool. I thought so too. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should end the workshop there. I was thinking about this last night. And then I was like, no, we got to do at least 3, you know? And when I ran into that, I was like, oh man, it got more confusing. But I pushed through and I figured it out. And I want to show you guys how. All right? All right, so here we go. Let's go back to number 2. All right? So, number 2 is anchored to the top. But I want it to flip the other way, just like I did with number 1. But number 1 is anchored to the bottom. So how do you do that? You know, you can't change the anchor with interactions. So what JP did, and again, it's super clever, is he added another div inside of number 2. So number 2 didn't have the background color. It was number 2 inner 2, okay? Let me show you. Here we go. So first, I'm going to remove this right here, remove the background color, and I'm going to add another div inside of number 2, and we're going to call this like inner 2. Okay? And we'll do the same thing. We'll fix it. We'll set it to full. We don't need to do z-index because it's inside. It has a parent, so it's inside number 2. And this is the one I give it a color. Alright, so that's the one that gives it a color. And then this one, we set the transform to, not the top. Yeah, we set it to the bottom. Okay? And then, because this is going to be 3D, we need to enable the 3D-ness of this child element on its parent, okay? So, again, this is very advanced, but if you're not at this level yet, you will. Don't worry, and it'll be fun, okay? You will get there. All right. So, in order to enable it, this is the parent of that 2 inner, and so I'm going to set this to 2000, and the, wait for it, let me double check. Because see how this is the parent? So this parent right here is on the bottom. Okay, so I just do the same thing. I just go here, and the parent is, or the perspective origin on the parent is anchored to the bottom. Okay, let's go back to our interactions, 3D scroll. Okay, so these two still work. Okay. Now, let's go to the inner 2. So I'm selected on inner 2. Let me press, actually, first I need to move these to 50%. Okay? Because at 100%, I'm already done with the scroll. I want to set it to 50%. There, now I have more time to scroll again. Alright, let me go to inner 2. There we go. We're back on interactions. Let's go ahead on the 50%. We're going to start the move at 0. Actually, no, not, hold on. Inner 2, rotate. Oh yeah, okay. The inner 2 rotate. Come on now. I don't want that one. There we go. The inner 2 rotate is going to start at 0. Okay, we're doing the same exact thing we did with number 1. Okay, so inner 2 starts at rotate 0, and then rotate at 100% to 70, so it lies flat down. Okay, but we also need to move its parent up. So we'll get number 2, and we'll go to move, and on the y-axis, negative 100%. And so live preview. Ah, come on. Live preview. There we go. I know that was probably the most confusing part of this, but let me see if I can try to break it down. Okay? So you have a parent element that enables the 3D. Okay? You have a parent element that enables 3D, and that happened. Where is it? What? Where's the class name? There it is. Okay, so you have the parent element with the 3D-ness, and the transform is set to the top, and this enables the 3D, and it's anchored to the, for the perspective origin, it's anchored to the bottom. Okay, that's the parent of all of these two. Okay, now this is the child, and so this child right here, it has to be anchored to the bottom because this is the one that's going to be flipping and going up. Okay, if it's starting from the bottom, let's go to number 2. If it's starting from the bottom, it needs to have a transform origin at the top because you're starting from the bottom and then you're going up. Okay, if it's already on the page and going up, then you need to start from the bottom. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so that's all it is. And because number 2 is scrolling up again, you can't change that transform origin based on scroll. So what you have to do is put another element inside of it, and that's what's going to have that flipping effect going up. Okay, so let's do one more. We're gonna do a third. This one's gonna be orange, and let me just put it under 2. I'm gonna call this 3, and just the same thing. Fixed, full, z-index 3. Scroll down here, and again, if it's starting from the bottom, the transform origin will be anchored to the top. Okay, it has to be opposite. Okay, now we're done with that. Oh, did we change the color? No, we didn't. All right, let's go to make it orange. That one, yeah. Okay, cool. Make it orange, and go to interactions, 3D scroll. Okay. And now, this one's going to start at 50%. Let's just double check real quick. Yeah, okay. Obviously you don't see it, but we'll start at 50% and set the move to 100%. Okay. And then at 100%, so at 50%, it's pushed down on the y-axis by 100%, and then when it gets to 100% of the page scroll, it goes to 0%. Okay, so again, we're just doing this. Okay, now that we have that done, we can do the rotation. Rotate for number 3, and the rotate is -70 to start, and then rotate again to 0. And it's 10:24. We are done. Without code. Publishing that bad boy. Boom! That easy. But you still gotta figure it out, you know? But as with everything, you know, once you figure it out, it just gets easier and easier, and it's just like, okay, what's the next step? What other hard thing can I learn? And yeah, that's all it is. And it was really fun to learn last night, and it was really fun to create for you guys. If you have any questions about this right now, let's get them on Crowdcast. So if you're on our YouTube, let's see here. If you're on our YouTube live stream right now, please go to our Crowdcast link and click on the Ask a Question button. And the reason why we use Crowdcast is because they have a cool feature where you can click on Ask a Question, and I can timestamp automatically me answering your question. So that way you don't have to search for it or scrub through the timeline in YouTube. You can just click on a link inside of Crowdcast to go directly to my answer for your question. Okay? That was fun. There we go. Let's start answering some questions or doing some site reviews. Yeah, let's go to it. All right. Okay, let's just get these out of the way. Did you know Happy Birthday Nelson? I didn't know until I checked my Slack this morning. I woke up and I was like, okay, got to get back to work from vacation. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's my birthday. Oh, yeah. But I want to give a big shout out to my mom for doing all the hard work today, 36 years ago today, and just letting me take all the credit. So thank you, Mom. All right. So first real question is from Sal, and thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there a tutorial / link to the first site you showed us? First site. I'm thinking you're talking about JP's site. Oh, Geospace. No, there is no tutorial link. But if you just look here, this is 3 columns, hover effects, click effects, another click effect, hover. Yeah, they're basic effects, but the concept and the imagery and what he did is amazing. So yeah, and all of these basic hover and click effects are at university.webflow.com. And again, I strongly encourage everyone to go there, learn those videos. The videos by McGuire are so funny and very easy to consume, and you'll learn a lot. I guarantee it. And I catch myself, even though I've been using Webflow for 5 years, I still catch myself rewatching those videos because they are hilarious. And you know what? I'm subconsciously learning or re-practicing some of the stuff or relearning some of the stuff I already learned. So it's pretty cool. Let's go here. So hopefully that answers your question, Sal. Oh, you need the link to the first site. Yeah, thank you, Stu. It's webflow.com or geospace.webflow.io. All right. Austin. What's up, Austin? How do we remove div 1 from showing on the top during other animations? Is it still showing? Let's go back to my screen. Is it still showing? It's not showing. Look, it's gone. But I mean, at 51%, like what I can do is at 51% right here, I can just set, oh, we don't have a hide? Okay, I guess you can set the opacity at 51% to 0. Maybe that'll work. But it's already off the page because you're doing negative 100% on the Y. But yeah, something like that. Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, if you want, you can also do a move. So instead of negative 100%, you can do a negative 101. Name revealed, McGuire. I thought everyone already knew. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's him, McGuire. He's really funny. Yeah, let's go back here. Okay, cool. Hopefully that answers your question, Austin. Thank you so much. I don't see any webflow.io links. So if you have a project that you want me to look over right now, please post it in the live chat room or in the ask a question. And yeah, I will look over it. Or if you have any other questions about Webflow or even web design, I'm happy to help. And just a reminder, these streams happen every other week now instead of every week. So that way we can better prepare for more higher quality, better topics for these workshops. Okay, so we've combined our community streams and our workshop streams into one. We did this before, but now we're back on it. So yeah, this last 30 minutes, I really thought it was going to take longer to build, but these last 30 minutes it's all for you guys. All right, Ian. So to continue, you add another div 4 inside of div 3. Yeah, if you want to continue, you put one inside of another, and you make that parent enable the 3D of its child. So let's do it again, okay? I want you guys to see. I want you guys to learn. So let's do it one more time, okay? So Ian is asking, what if we have slide 4? Let's go for it. So this 3 right here, we're going to remove the color from 3. And this one is going to enable the 3D-ness of its child. There we go, we've enabled it. And the perspective origin is going to be from the bottom. All right, and go back to interactions. Well, let me just double check if that's right. The bottom. Yeah, bottom right here. So right there. Now let's go ahead and put in another div block right here. And we're going to call this inner 3. Fix it. Full. And because it's starting from the bottom, because it's going to start from front facing, it's going to slide up. So we need to anchor this to the bottom. No, to the top. Okay, to the top. Okay. After that, we can... Oh, we need to color this one. This one... Orange. That doesn't spell orange. That's orange. Alright, so let's go ahead and back to animations. Okay, so this one, let's move this to 25%. 25. All of those will be 25. All of these will be 75. Okay, so everything still works as planned. Okay, now we're going to start at 75 with inner 3. Start at 75. In inner 3, we're going to rotate it to 0 degrees on the X. And then on the rotate again at 100%, we're going to set this to 70. And so it should work like this. And it didn't. That's awesome. I did the 3. Did I do the 3D-ness in inner 3? Hold on. Let me go to my the transforms. Did you guys catch something that I didn't? Transform origin is the top. This is the parent. And so the parent is like that. Oh, let me just check number 2. Yeah, from the top. And that one's the bottom. And then the inner 2 is supposed to be the top. It's supposed to be the bottom? Oh, yeah, because it's anchored to... Yeah. Sorry for the confusion. Let's fix that. This one, because it's starting from here and it's flipping up, it needs to be anchored to the bottom. Got it. Okay. Let's go back into it in the interaction. And so, because I fixed that, it should work. There we go. All right, cool. So now all we have to do is move number 3, its parent, up. Okay. So let's get number 3. Press plus. Move. Negative 100%. And there we go. We have 1, 2, 3... And there you go. And you can add a 4th. Cool. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, a couple more questions. Here we go. Okay. Let me get Ian's one real quick. Ian, so next question is about JP site typography because it scrolls together with 3D plates. Okay, so that's a completely different stream. Maybe we'll get into it later on in the future. But this right here is horizontal. It's just horizontal scroll. You're taking an element and you're just pushing it on the x-axis based on your continuous scroll. That's it. Okay, and then these right here at the top, that's just a masking effect kind of a thing where you have a div with text inside of it and it just moves up on the y-axis, but the parent div has an overflow of hidden, so you get that masking effect. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go to Austin's site. Austin, this is Mark Griffo's Made in Webflow site. Syntech Corporation. syntechcorporation.com. Since it's not a webflow.io, I have to make sure it's all good. Okay, cool. Let me syntechcorporation.com. Nope. syntechcorporation.com. There we go. Cool. Artificial intelligence for a threat-free world. Okay, so you want me to review this, I'm guessing? Yes. We are watching from family vacation in Oregon. Why are you on vacation and watching me? Have fun. Or if this is fun, then thank you. Just kidding. Whatever you want to do with your time is fine with me. Here we go. Synapse, I get the logo. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Cool hover effects. Okay, nice and smooth. Background video. Learn more is right there. So just to take it up a notch, learn more is a very default button. It's a very default label for a button. And it's hard to do. Totally understand, especially if you're not a content strategist. But maybe words that explain what I'm about to learn before I even click it. Okay. So since this just scrolls down, maybe instead of learn more, it can be like just smarter security, and that just is like it's just something to grab someone. It's like, okay, smarter security. All right, I'm in. I want to click that rather than learn more. So small thing. Scrolling down. Okay, cool. Is this real? Is this just is this based on an API that's actually part of the Synapse product, or is this just JavaScript? Just wondering. Just to me. Do these do something? Okay, so because I have the hand, so my cursor changed from an arrow to a hand, I thought to myself, oh, I can click on this. So I clicked on it, nothing happens. So I'm kind of sad. Play video. Okay, consistency on hover effects. So hover effect here, no hover effect. Oh, I see one. It's very subtle. Maybe also change the play button to black on hover. Oh, maybe that's just me. Okay. Or the button can get slightly bigger on scale. These right here, again, if they're not clickable, don't make them clickable. Not sure why they're clickable. Let's see here. Okay, that's cool. I like this right here. That's cool. Making big angles like this is hard. I've tried it and I've done it, and it takes a while. But good job on that. Oh, cool. Okay. Would be nice if we had labels. Like, I totally understand this is the map. It's a global map. But maybe labels, like, if this is San Diego, LA, or San Francisco. What is this right here? And wait, is that Japan, Philippines, or yeah, something like that. Okay, let's go on to one more page. And again, if you have a page that you want me to review right now, post it in the Ask a Question link on Crowdcast, and I will get to it. Okay, cool. I thought these were linkable because my brain said, okay, the ones on the first page were linkable, and so, yeah. And okay, those animations on the home page are SVG, under 50K. Good job. That's cool. Cool. Let's keep moving. I like this. I like that. This angle is so cool, and it's telling me right here, it's like pointing me to play the video. That's nice. Usually product sites are like, here's a thumbnail and then here's copy. You scroll down, here's copy, here's a thumbnail. You scroll down and does it. So this is different. It's not a thumbnail, it's a huge image and it has the copy on the left, and then he breaks it up and it's one row and another yeah, yeah. It's not basic at all. I love it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, one more page. Yeah. Partners. So only one partner, or yeah, not sure. So maybe it's still work in progress, but overall, great job. Great job. Oh yeah, great job to Mark. This is cool. Right. All right. Let's see here. Okay, we got another one from Mark. Mark S. What do you think about this page? Very much in progress, but did some work on menu transitions and custom slider. Ooh, custom slider. Let's see here. ECCLESIA dash Jim Webflow.io. Did I spell it right? No, I did not. Hold on. In Den. There we go. I'll leave it at. Oh wait, show original. Let's refresh this real quick. Okay. Why does it keep translating? Don't translate. I want to see the original thing. Okay. The first thing that caught my eye, because I'm a designer, the overlapping of the text. Something happened here. So I'm wondering, you're probably using 100 VH on your viewport, or yeah, 100 VH on the height of this, and that's why this is overlapping. So you might want to watch out for this. And I know that most people don't have a very short window size, but maybe someone will one day, and this is what's going to happen. Okay? So, yeah. Okay, cool. Custom slider. I love it. Cool. Very nice. Let's check out your menu. What? Oh, let me just keep playing, guys. Let me just keep playing. Oh, okay, I'm breaking it down in my head right now. That is so simple and clever. I like it. Oh, man. Oh, yes. Do that. Do all of that. That's so cool. Your interactions are nice. So only things I would say is watch out, because you have your button right next to your text. You have your your labels, or whatever the slider content on top of your H2. I'm guessing this is, but your menu is so cool. Ah, see, when you play with angles, I love it. Ah, yes, yes, good job, good job. So let's see here. Great job. Okay, let's go next one. Chucky has a question. Chucky's asking. There we go. Is it possible to copy and paste the divs to repeat the process? I'm guessing you're talking about the 3D. I think so. I think so. That could have been a shortcut. Let's venture together. Let's do this together. Uh, let's get out of animation mode. And so we have inner two. So let's do number 4, shall we? So with number 4, let's just copy this, paste it, copy paste, all right? And we're gonna do duplicate class, and we're gonna call this 4. Spell 4 correctly, man. 4, and then we're gonna go inside of here and do duplicate inner 4, and I think you're right. This would have made a lot more sense to do during the workshop and when I practiced last night. So thank you. I There's times when I forget some of the features in Webflow, like duplicating class. I mean, such a huge time saver that I should have remembered. So let's go here. Oh wait. Inner 4 should be. We shouldn't have it orange. We should change it to. Let's go back to purple. Purple rain. Okay, we're done. Go here. 3D scroll. Okay, so we're gonna move everything to. I can't math. Hold on. It's not. We need 5, so 100 divided by 5 is. Yeah, 20. Don't. Come on. Don't make fun of me. All right, 20. This one will be 40. This one will be 60. 60. Yeah? And then we need. Okay, let's see here. So we're just going to copy the same thing we did here. So you have inner 2. That's rotating to 70 degrees. Inner 3 is rotating 70 degrees. 2 is moving negative 100. This is moving negative 100. Alright. Okay, so that's already done. That's already done. So is it moving up already? Hold on. So I'm guessing 3 has to start here at 40. No, sorry. 4 has to start at 40. And starts at 100%. So I'm going to go here to 4. Go back to 40%. Move 100%. Get off the screen. There we go. And then at 60, I'm going to move to 0%. And we get this. Yep, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Okay, keep on going. So 4 needs to do that rotation stuff. So rotate. It starts at negative 70. Nope, it goes in here. It goes in negative 70. And then when it's your turn to shine, you go to 0. Nope, not on the Y, and the X. There we go. Let's preview it. There we go. That's exactly what I want. You know, and let's just one more step. Let's take the inner 4. Go here. And the inner 4, the rotate starts at 0. And then at 100%, the rotate goes to 70. So it gets flat. How come I don't... Oh, 7, 0. There we go. So it gets flat like that. Okay, and now we just take our number 4 again, set that to move to negative 100 on the Y, negative 100%, and thank you, Chucky. Thank you. Cool. Yeah. Ian says, how to make Nelson happy, create crazy menu open animations. Make anything cool, crazy, or whatever. I get happy watching motion graphics. Like when Iron Man 1 came out and then the Jarvis HUD of his helmet came in and I was like, that's nuts. I love it. How do I make that into a web page? So, yeah. That's so cool. JP, you're awesome. All right, let's get back into it. Let me check this one site. Let's see here. Okay, so Lucas, I went to go look at your link that you posted, and it's password protected. And your URL says bot 659 da 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 da. So I'm like, the word bot kind of seems shifty to me. So can you unpassword protect it, and I'll check your link out. Yeah, so last 9 minutes of the stream. Do you have any more questions? Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, Andrew, and thank you so much for holding it down on the customer support or customer success tasks while I was gone for vacation. So, yeah. Oh, actually, I have one thing to announce. So, if you've made it this far in the stream, yes, thank you so much for staying because you have the first information of the next stream. Okay, so there will not be a stream in the next 2 weeks, but we'll be back on August 14th. Put that in your calendar right now. Set a reminder, set an alarm. August 14th, 10 a.m. Tuesday. Linda, one of our awesome project managers, is going to be on the stream as a guest. And her team have been working on CSS Grid. And she is going to give you guys the first look into using it. So you had columns, and then you had Flexbox. Next is CSS Grid in Webflow. It is so cool. Please put that in your calendar right now. And then enjoy the stream because Linda is just going to show it off and it'll be so amazing. And you'll be like, columns? Why columns? Flexbox? Why Flexbox? Use Grid. I think you'll still be using Flexbox here and there, but no more columns. Right? Because it's 2018. Do we really want to use floats? All right. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. It seems like there's no other questions. And Lucas, I'm deleting yours because it looks a little shifty. But yeah. So I guess that's it. I will see you guys August 14th, 10 a.m. Pacific. Be here for that reveal. And until then, oh wait, I'm not allowed to do that yet because I have to, do this. Okay. So, hope you enjoyed the stream. If you need any account billing or technical help, please go to university.webflow.com/contact, and I and the rest of the customer success team will help you out as fast as we can. If you have any design or custom code questions, please go to forum.webflow.com. Join the global, helpful, and overall beautiful community at forum.webflow.com and join them and ask your question there. And not only answer your question, but join the community. Talk about, if you have anything you need help with the web design or your career, or just want to just chit chat. There's categories for that. Start posting right away. What else? Oh yeah, this stream happens every other Tuesday, except for the next one because it's August 14th, on 10 a.m. Pacific on youtube.com/webflow or on our Crowdcast link. You can follow us on Crowdcast. Click on the Webflow button at the top if you're here right now. And what else? Oh yeah, social media. So go to twitter.com/webflow-app, instagram.com/webflow-app, facebook.com/webflow. If you want to follow me, it's twitter.com/thepixelgeek. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. It was fun showing you JP's awesome 3D page scroll effect. And as always, keep making the web beautiful. See ya.